I
Slow down.
am here for what I'm about to read to you. This sentence.
Please tell me it's the starting line for the Florida Panthers. Let's go SC1.
It'd be weird if you weren't here to read it.
Yeah.
Shannon Sharpe liked a tweet that calls Skip Bayless a piece of
POS.
This would be the most honest argument stuff that they've done instead of the wrestling characters that they are on television for entertainment. And it pays. There are ratings in just arguing two guys about sports. And that's what they did. And they did it well. It was not unlike what Skip Bayless and Stephen A. Smith did. And now they've broken up Stugotz because these pairings are hard to keep right. And there are some places where Shannon Sharpe felt like his dignity was trampled in what it is he had to do to go opposite that guy and peddle some of the stuff that they were peddling. And you know, people wondered, and I don't know what the backstory is here because it seems like one of the bad moments, really bad, publicly and privately, I would imagine, if what you've done here is made Shannon Sharpe feel like you've disrespected his humanity, when Shannon Sharpe's been really good at a lot of things for a long time, excellent, and getting to where he's gotten from where he's gotten has been hard, like super hard, not just because of the industry, because like read about what he and his brother talk about where they came from.
Right.
And how impossible it is that he's climbed to the top of this in his 50s, looks like a beast, wants to fight the Grizzlies.
When he's bulging out of his suit.
I mean,
right now.
he's just a beast.
But I also think there's probably a part of Shannon like, hey, I did this thing. I helped build my media career. I could survive without Skip anymore. It's not worth the headache. I'm going to move on and do this thing on my own because he probably can, right?
Yes, but he can do that without liking tweets that call Skip Bayless a piece of unless there's some stuff there that isn't gratitude.
I mean, I don't have the sound on, but Shannon's going to be there throughout the finals. They look like they're fine and have.
Fist bump yesterday was bad. They had a really bad fist bump yesterday.
Really?
It didn't even touch.
What was it?
They both reached in and just never touched, and then just kept it going.
It is
That's
a long
really
table.
sad.
It is a long debate
Yeah,
desk.
but they pretended that they did.
But did they try harder after the original not touching? Did they come back, try it again? Nothing. They just kept moving.
They just kept it
They
going.
kept
I
it.
believe,
Okay.
as though
Yeah,
had
they don't like
touched.
each other.
I'm
then.
looking at it
Yeah.
right here. There's no contact on this fist bump.
Yeah, it's over.
Yeah.
Well, no, it is
Well, it
over.
is
We know
over.
that.
Yeah, but it's
Reported.
official. Everything's over. Yeah, all of
Stugotz
it.
just went to
Sports
the cliche,
media, it's over.
the cliche of it's over.
It's over.
When the reported a day ago, the buyout
wasn't over
reported
then.
that it was
They
over.
went to the air and
It's
I think
over
they
now.
acknowledge that it's over.
Yeah.
And it was a hell of a run.
Yeah, it was. It was. And Skip did elevate Shannon. Shannon became more of a media star, now media mogul. And I think this is probably the right move for his career. I actually think Shannon gave Skip some social media currency that maybe he wouldn't have had. Because when you think about what's gone viral from that show, it's more Shannon.
Oh, Mike, but I do think that one of the fascinating things about these guys are symbols, okay? Stugotz, Stephen A. and Skip Bayless are at the top of the mountain as whatever's happened to sports coverage. Debate, 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 argue, argue, yell, yell. Skip Bayless has had two monster runs. Hard to recreate what he recreated. He's a beast. He's an argument and a take beast. Like he eats 3 meals a day. They're always the same. And exercises 3 hours a day. Crazy because and does takes the rest of the time and devotes himself to nothing else because it's hard to stay relevant in that game. And he's 70. But now I could make the argument and would make the argument. Skip needs Shannon right now more than Shannon needs Skip because it's going to be hard to replace Shannon Sharpe on that show. Go ahead. Good luck finding whoever it is that you're going to put opposite all of what that represents.
Speaking of that, who is going to replace him? I mean, just out of curiosity. Any ideas?
Should Stugotz?
I'll get yelled at by Skip. I mean, I have
Should
no
we
problem with
apply?
that.
Should we figure out a way to make a public plea to get Stugotz to his next great grift? Stugotz has always had wandering eyes. Stugotz has been wanting.
Yet I stay right here, Dan.
I know.
Yeah.
But you've always had wandering eyes. You've brought
course.
some other people into our bedroom, like the Golics. but you've had wandering eyes.
I mean, you've brought several in as well. I mean,
That's true.
Bomani.
That's true. Yes, fair enough. How would that go, Bomani against Skip Bayless?
That'd be good. I mean, Skip wouldn't stand a chance, but it'd be good. It'd be fun to see. People would like that because Bomani won't back down, and Bomani will like absolutely shred him.
But you have to get along.
Do you?
I don't think you do. It's pretty clear that they haven't gotten along for a little bit. And you mentioned some of the moments where maybe the relationship went sideways. Publicly, we know that they had the DeMar Hamlin thing. That really fired Shannon up. I saw this clip of a Skip diminishing Shannon Sharpe's achievements and him trying to embarrass him by saying he's not as great as Tom Brady, the greatest Shannon Sharpe's arguably, I mean, prior to this generation, was the greatest tight end of all time. And he's Skip Bayless. Like, what exactly are you doing? And he's just insulting and living the bit, living the gimmick. So I imagine it gets tiring, especially when you're becoming the bigger star. Shannon's star has eclipsed Skip in just the media realm. It's long been bigger.
He's not as great as Tom Brady, though.
Yeah,
Yeah, but he's not a schlub. Like he's a top 5 at the position of all time.
Right.
Like if there's a gathering of greatest to ever do it at their specific positions, Shannon Sharpe gets an invite to the gala.
But that's not an insult saying you're not as good as Tom Brady.
Oh, the way that he was doing
not
it.
Dalton Schultz.
No,
I mean,
so Skip Bayless found a way to make it
Snoopy guy?
insulting.
Dalton Schultz.
isn't he the Cowboys tight end?
No, he's a Texan now.
He's a good tight end.
Get out of
He's
here.
a Texan.
I
now.
know he's a good tight end. He's not Shannon Sharpe.
good, but I don't know-
That
You're
would be
saying he's a good tight
insulting.
end.
That's one
Right.
fewer weapon for Dak Prescott. Your
Insult-
thoughts on that contract?
You're right, yeah.
Insulting would be to say, and you'd be accurate in saying the insult, that all of today's tight ends are bigger physically and stronger than Shannon Sharpe.
Yeah, but
somehow.
Shannon Sharpe,
even though Shannon Sharpe revolutionized the position, was
was
the
a
first.
gazelle, Dan.
He was the first
Shannon
of
Sharpe
those.
could play today
He-
and be like
Yes.
right there with Kelsey.
He was the first of those. Oh, a tight end can be a wide receiver and totally unstoppable. Knew he was great, and was Draymond Green. Like, was clear that he was going to have a broadcasting career because he was a trash talker. It's been amazing to watch his rise. I believe also he had to overcome like stuttering problems. I believe I have this right, and like just talking in front of people like confidently. And look at what he's become. And I wonder if I ask the audience now, if you liked that show in whatever incarnations that Bayless did it in, who do you put opposite him right now that you'd want to watch it the same way? Because you are hanging on to a 70-year-old star. Like Skip Bayless is 70, dude. Like, Kornheiser and Wilbon are still doing it. But the game is here. Shannon Sharpe is here to play a different game. Pat McAfee is here to play a different game. There's a different game being played right now. ESPN is slashing costs. There are going to be fewer and fewer of these jobs.
Yeah, but the same game is also still being played. I imagine Skip will make it work for the remaining term of his contract. I understand that there are people doing different things. You highlighted a few of them. But if you look at daytime sports television, it's that. It's debate television. Like, that's what works. That's what appeals to the audience in that day part.
I wish Amin were here to do his Emmanuel Acho.
That might be the guy. That might be the guy.
Really?
Yeah, it might be. Fox in-house options. It's going to be Emmanuel Acho, Chris Broussard, the usual cast of characters.
You guys,
Euchre.
it feels like you guys underestimate. To me, what would I know? But I really do feel you're underestimating. Who wants to work with someone every day, next to someone every day that they don't like so much that they would, on their way out the door, say Shannon Sharpe? They would like a tweet.
I've done it.
Yeah, your laugh kind of gave that one away.
I love you.
It'll elevate whoever goes next to him because it elevated Shannon. And I understand, like, Shannon was this huge star, but Shannon had flamed out at a couple places. His media career got off to a slow start. And this format, this debate format, allowed Shannon to show off that personality that he had when he was a player. Like, for better or worse, for however annoyed he may personally be at Skip Bayless, his star did allow for a format that allowed Shannon Sharpe to shine and finally fulfill his promise.
Me and Billy were talking about this. When's it going to be enough for Skip? When is he just going to be like, you know what?
Never.
I'm good.
Never.
When did we have that conversation?
Yeah, 2 days ago when you said, oh, they're breaking up. And I was like, when's it going to be enough? And you're like, yeah.
No, Skip Bayless, put it on the poll, please, Juju, at LeBatard Show. Will Skip Bayless be doing the Stairmaster in hell?
Say hi to Art Briles.
Perpetually doing the Stairmaster.
Oh, now he remembers, Dan. He couldn't help me 30 seconds ago, but now he remembers.
What an unnecessary correction from Billy.
Yeah, this is where you exist. When you are in the hellscape that is Billy Gill among demons and Art Briles, this is what it is.
That's supposed
You play defense against everyone and everything.
Defense wins championship.
Go to hell!